current flow in a wire. The structure of metal is such that the positively charged metal ions are situated in the metallic sea of electrons. So the structure of a metal is something like this. It's a sea of electrons which are free to move anywhere, and in this sea of electrons this positively charged metal ions are situated like islands. Electrons in the outermost orbit of a metal atom are free to move anywhere. These electrons are not bound to any metal atom's nucleus. So these electrons, outermost electrons, are free to move anywhere, and as electrons are negatively charged, they can act as the charge carriers in the flow of an electric current. When no electric source is applied to a metal wire, these electrons, these free electrons, all these free electrons move in all possible random direction as shown in this figure. The free electrons move in all possible direction. These blue dots are the free electrons, and when no voltage source is applied across this metallic wire, these blue dots are seen to be moving in all possible directions. But when an electric supply is connected to this metallic wire, suppose electric source is connected with its negative plate here and its positive plate here. If an electric source is connected to this metallic wire, all these negatively charged electrons are attracted towards the positive plate of the voltage source. We know that an electrical cell or a voltage source has got two plates. One plate of the electric source is positively charged because there is a depletion of electrons on that plate. There is a depletion of electrons on that plate, and the other plate of the voltage source is negatively charged because there are excess of electrons. There are excess of electrons on that plate. So this difference in electrons density on the both sides of the plate create an electrical force in the circuit, and due to this electrical force, all negatively charged electrons which are free to move are attracted towards the positively charged plate. Now this movement of electrons in a single direction constitutes electrical current. This movement of electrons in a single direction constitutes electric current. If Q is the net charge flowing through any cross section of a conductor in time t, then current I is given as Q upon T. Or in other words, electric current can be defined as the amount of charge flowing through the given cross section of the conductor in unit time. So current can be defined as amount of charge flowing through the cross section in unit time. Now we know that the unit of charge is coulomb and unit of time is second, and a unit of electric current is ampere. So 1 ampere current is equal to 1 coulomb upon 1 second, or 1 ampere current can be defined as if 1 coulomb of charge is passing through any cross section of a conductor in 1 second, then the amount of current is said to be 1 ampere. When 1 coulomb of charge is passing through any cross section of a conductor in 1 second, then the amount of current flowing through it is 1 ampere.